He doesn't, I'll have to put, he had to hit *6.
I didn't understand the last what you said.
*6, hit *6 to mute yourself, and when I call your name, hit *6 to unmute yourself, please.
Okay, *6 when you call my name.
All right. Who's on the iPad? Shantonio.
So talk. Hey, Ashley.
Ashley.
Say that again?
It's Ashley Gatson.
All right, how you doing, Ms. Gaston? Good morning to you.
I'm fine. Good morning.
All right, let's get going.
Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back, wait for your names to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there is no driving while court is in session. Also, there will be no talking, eating, drinking, gum, chewing, and walking around or smoking of any kind. Please remain properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right, good morning. Good morning. This is the city of Detroit versus John Paul Lyjak, case number U60319-021. Appearance for the record, please.
Okay, just write it down.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Philip X. Walling, P35229. I am your House Counsel this morning representing Mr. Lyjak.
All right. And Mr. Lyjak, can you state your name for the record, please?
John Paul Lyjak.
All
Did
right,
Did Mr. Goss leave, Your Honor?
I'm sure he didn't.
Oh,
Off the record, had a little discussion with Mr. Lyjak, and he indicated, I asked him a simple yes or no question. And the long answer was that really, the short answer was no. He hasn't completed requirements. You paid the money according to yourself. I don't know that, but I'll accept that as being true. And you needed to get your testing done, and you needed to take the class. You asked the court, could we waive the class? And the answer was no. And your attorney wanted to comment on that. So I'll give the time to speak.
Okay.
thank you, Your Honor. I think especially in COVID land, I don't care whether it's Zoom or not, but being in COVID world, the requirement of the class taking, well, let me put it to you a different way. This man had his car, the word the government uses forfeited, I've used stolen and have since it came in.
Yeah.
Because sir, I got this. I do this as a solo.
Okay.
They forfeit his car prior to any kind of judicial action on this piece. They always do. He had to get his car out of bail. He has by his admission, he has paid fines and costs, and I'm sure. And if that is not been verified, and I hope you can verify it for your end.
It's verified, he's paid it.
All right, so all his fines and costs are paid. He is also, Your Honor, as I heard him quickly say, he has a bill for the doctor that he has paid. He just does not have the test results. And then it has been this court, the big court, all of you, official policy. We don't want to know the test results are. We just want you to take a test. So I think we have better than substantial evidence that he's gone to the doctor to pay for a test. That leaves this class. And the short answer, because you like short answers, is, Judge, if he hasn't learned by now, he ain't gonna learn nothing new in this class. This man is a middle-aged man. If he hasn't caught some sort of sexually transmitted disease by now, he's certainly heard that. He's paid a bunch of money to the government, and most of it, in my humble opinion, stolen, and he's gotten the test, so he knows, and he's a little bit less of a threat to society. I don't think this guy is going to be back, but I left my crystal ball at the courthouse. He might be, he might not be, but the lesson has been learned. So what are we, and that's different, Your Honor. And you've never heard me say that it's inappropriate for this court to send someone to driver's school. I wholeheartedly support the court in that, but going to John class, I believe is the term they used before, is, I think, you know, my uncle from the South used to say, it's like putting perfume on a pig. The point is, the lesson's been learned. Now, are we just looking for a way to up this citizens' fines and costs? That's a different issue I will leave to you. But it's not for learning purposes at this point. Thank you much.
Hey, please, I don't report. Don Takeoff, P60162. We have Your Honor, I would strongly request that Mr. Elijah take the class, because the class is more than just regarding sexual transmitted diseases. His initial charge was soliciting and accosting, offer to engage, service of another. And in that class, it's not John's class, that is just the lingo, but the actual class is misdemeanor morality. So it's more than just sexual transmitted diseases. It also deals with human trafficking, which a lot of the women who are forced to be on the streets are being trafficked. So it's more than just a history on sexual transmitted diseases. So I believe that it's an important part of the sentence that anyone who is agreed to the disorderly conduct matter should go to that class. Thank you, Your Honor.
May I respond to that, Your Honor?
Briefly, you said you were gonna keep it a short answer in the beginning.
Well,
Brief.
This is an unfortunate thing that since I apparently am one of the few people who do work on offer to engage tickets. It has been a very interesting thing to me how the people equate the two. It's two different crimes, two different things, two different elements of therefore, and to equate them together, I think the people need to start charging some of that and lose in some cases. But if they want to charge an OTE and go through this rigmarole, fine.
All right. Part of my job is listening to lawyers and make their cases for their clients and allowing them to make a record. And I've done that. And I'm still gonna force Mr. Elijah to take that class.
Thank you,
So
Judge.
I'm gonna deny your motion, Counselor.
Thank you.
First of all, I try to keep consistent in the rulings that I do. And ever since I've been on the bench from May 24th, I guess, in my own courtroom a week after that, I have sentenced everyone in this situation to do those three things: pay the money, pay the take the class, and get the testing. And I've required everybody to show me proof. Furthermore, I think that I'm a little more lenient than any other judge in this building when I close the case out upon completion of those three things. So, Mr. Elijah, I appreciate you trying to do the best job to advocate for yourself. I certainly appreciate your counsel. He always brings up some very good arguments to make me think. And this is what this is all about. But I'm still going to deny the motion, and you're going to have to take the class. I'm only gonna give you one more 30 days, February 14th, 2022 for review. I need to have the documents in with either the probation, or you can send them to my email or something. I need the documents. I do have proof that he paid. And unfortunately, I'm sorry about the money you've expended on the car. But as they, and then I don't know, I won't comment on whether I agree with it or not, or disagree with it. But as they say, that's the cost of doing business. All right. February 14th, 22, 8:25 a.m. for review, sir.
Well, sorry, what date?
February 14th, 2022. Is that Valentine's Day?
That's Valentine's Day, Your Honor.
That's a perfect day for you, sir. February 14th, 2022.
Okay, all right. May I say something before I leave?
Oh, I think we've talked this to death, Mr. Lychik, don't you?
Go ahead, yeah, your client wants to speak, let him speak. This is
Okay.
it, last time.
Oh, okay. I have paid the fine for my car. The test results I'm getting today, the class I'm taking on the 21st. And then I wanted to say, when the prosecutor was charging me with child trafficking, that was a cop in an undercover
We know,
entrapment.
we know. That's why I mentioned it.
Yeah, that was entrapment. That was a cop. That wasn't a.
Yeah, well, entrapment is illegal. That's a legal term there, sir. And I think you need to go study your law books to see. That kind of has been argued for long before probably we've all got here. But at the end of the day, sir, February 14th, 2022, to have that information with me, okay?
Okay, now the test results, I send them to my probation officer or yourself?
You can send them to the probation officer. Send it to the probation officer along with the certificate of the class, all right?
Mail or by text
I
or
don't care
by.
how you do it, sir. I want to hear February 14th. I got other people waiting.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Have a great day.
You too, thanks.
All right, the city of Detroit versus Ebony Gayton, case number U39105317. Appearance for the record, please.
Bill Walling representing Ms. Gaydon. Okay.
All right.
Do you have anything but a register of action, Your Honor?
Let's see. The old case, 2017. Let's see what we have. We do have an actual ticket here, sir. You want me to send it to you, or you want me to read the?
You could read me the information in the comments.
Above person was found disturbing the peace, refusing verbal orders, attempting to attack other people, and blocking pedestrian traffic in front of no loitering sign. That is the allegation. Ms. Gates.
And they charge her with loitering?
They charged her. Now, this is the actual code 38-5-1. And in my book, I don't have a 38-5-1.
Guess we need Mr. Goss's help at some point.
All right.
Because my library doesn't have 38-5-1 either.
Very well. Well, Ms. Gayton may be in luck. I can do one of two things, Ms. Gayton. Well, three things. I can offer you a $240 fine and a dismissal upon payment of the $240 fine. That's one. I can offer you a trial date, and then we'll have them back on that date. That's two. Or I can put the matter aside and allow the city, allow your defense counsel. Hold on a second.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm sorry.
Have a good week.
I can allow your defense counsel to speak with the city attorney regarding the matter, and he can potentially, well, I don't know what he can do. What would you like to do?
Ooh, the box of the curtain.
You said if I pay the $240 something, would it be dismissed?
I'll help you out, ma'am. We're gonna put this matter aside and let your defense counsel speak with the city attorney, all right?
Okay, I just got a quick question because I didn't know about the ticket until November. When I was trying to apply for a job, I got the offer letter and everything. So when they did my background check, that's when this popped up. Otherwise, it would have been taken care of in 2017 if I would have known about it. I didn't get a ticket that day, or I didn't get a ticket through mail. So
Were you arrested, ma'am?
no,
Okay, you just walked away.
yes, I didn't even
Okay.
know they was writing me a ticket.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, are you in the state, ma'am?
No,
All right. All right, just sit tight, all right?
okay.
We're gonna pass that matter. And we're gonna call the matter of City of Detroit versus Fred Anthony Lindsay.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Case numbers SP 1191426, counts 1, 2, and 3. Can you put your appearance on the record, Mr. Wall?
Your Honor, my name's Philip Walling, representing Fred Lindsay. State your name, please, Mr. Lindsay.
Fred Lindsay.
Now, I believe I ran across Mr. Lindsay's plea. I believe, plea offer. I believe, Your Honor, if Mr. Lindsay accepts the allowing an unlicensed driver to drive his motor vehicle, the other 2 tickets to be dismissed. Is that correct?
No. That's not correct.
That's usually
Sir.
what you do. What I say is, I don't know if Mr. Lindsay had insurance or registration on that day. If he did, I would allow him to.
That's not the-
Hold on a second, sir. Let me speak.
Okay.
Let me speak to your attorney. You sit tight and listen.
Yes, sir.
And then, when it's time for you to talk, I can put you in a breakout room with your attorney, unless you want to talk to me directly and say whatever you want to say. I can put you in a breakout room with your lawyer, and then you can talk to him. And then he can help you. So I advise you take that approach. But some people like to talk themselves. What I would do is, if Mr. Lindsay had license and registration on that day, which a lot of times people do, for the vehicle, then I would take a look at those documents, and I would consider them. I know that allowing an unlicensed driver to drive is a pretty hard thing for the people to prove. So, unless Mr. Lindsay talks himself out of different things. So what I would say about that is, and I'll ask him if your client wants to give me a yes or no answer, he can. If he wants to remain silent, he can. But I would ask him, do you have?
Your Honor, if I may, why don't I talk to him first, then he'll answer whatever questions I
Very
think
well.
appropriate.
Very well. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Mr. Lindsay, with your attorney, and speak to him, and you can be candid with him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We'll figure out which way this will go, all right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry about that. All right, so I'm gonna summons Mr. Goss back into the room. That's Mr. Lindsay. Who do we have next? I gotta text some people in. Mr. Guzman. Do you need an interpreter, sir? Do you need an interpreter? Do you speak English or Espanol? You have to unmute yourself. Good morning, Officer Bennett.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Got Eric Gandy, and Eric Gandy is here.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's get Eric Gandy, and I'm gonna put this file up for the city attorney, and I'm gonna allow him to talk to you. I'll set you up in a breakout room right now. He's gonna join when he gets there, or so you can sit tight.
Okay, Your Honor.
Mr. Gandy, I'm gonna allow you time to speak with your defense counsel about the matter. That will be that. And then, Mr. Gandy, we're gonna also give, you're not supposed to be here till 9. I'm gonna give the other officer a half-hour grace period and see if they check in. If they don't check in, we'll dismiss those 2 cases. So we're gonna at least be here till 9:30 with you. Then I have Mr. Guzman. You gotta unmute your device, sir. He probably needs an interpreter.
Yes.
He's sleeping. You need some sleep too. Mr. Guzman. Mr. Guzman. Unmute your phone. I don't know if we need an interpreter. So, this, Ebony Gayton, Mr. Walling wants to speak with you regarding that ticket. That ticket was in here as loitering, but on the ticket, I don't see that code in the book. He doesn't see the code in the book. So 3851. So I don't know what you want to do with that. And Gandy's set for a trial today. Mr. Officer Bennett is in the breakout room waiting to speak to you about that. And then he's got 2 other officers that are on the list to show, but we don't know if they're going to be there. I don't know if Mr. Gandy has a valid driver's license or not. Do you have a valid license, sir? Run Mr. Gandy's license. We'll put that in the file. And then Mr. Guzman, he seems to be having some trouble over there.
Bennett, I mean. Just one.
Well, if he's got a light, I don't know.
Huh?
If he's got a license.
If Bennett here, then we'll be in proper place. But I was dismissing those 2 officers. He was still have to wait all day for that.
Listen to the 2 that are here.
Yeah. I was just doing, one.
It's valid, yeah.
It's valid.
In proper place. But let me talk to Bennett to let him know what's going on.
Here, take this. Put that in there, please. That will be it. Should we get an interpreter for Mr. Guzman? I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's under MAT, MATAMOR.
It's not on the document.
I don't see it. Is this old? Maybe I'll put a new one and see if it's on mine.
It's not on mine.
Yeah, it's not on mine either.
Grant.
I put it-
Got this folder?
Yeah, he's in after.
He's in the afternoon. Here, he's got a lot of stuff going on too. I'll let you look at this. So you didn't like it here in Detroit? Ms. Gayton?
No.
That's messed up. That officer made you that mad?
No, that was years ago. I didn't even know about it. I just moved last year, so.
Oh, that's why. I think he wanted to take an offer. He used to be with Judge Wagner. He didn't want to do the deal.
Knocked out. Wake up, sir.
Yeah, he's supposed to go in front of Judge Wagner now.
You gonna put him on?
That's funny. Okay.
File.
They would have to file, but I have it on ROA.
He's supposed to be here today, Judge Wagner.
Yes.
This is Judge Wagner 3-3.
331.
3-1. I don't know how we're gonna get him to do that because he had a long night. Could be some COVID related stuff. I don't know. All right. Where are we? Officer Nelson, you're here.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you today?
Very well. We have, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with, Mr. Goss.
Sounds good.
He's not in there yet, so you can just sit tight until he comes back in here, and if he needs to talk to you.
Okay, will do.
All right, Officer Nelson showed up.
Still in proper place.
All right. So, let's call this case. This is the city of Detroit versus Eric Rahim Gandy, case number SP 6557081, SP 7944931, SP 864266, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please. Mr. Phillips X. Walling is in the breakout room still. How can he be talking? Just talking about a. All right, Mr. Gandy, I'm just gonna let you know what the offer is today. They want you to plead to, okay, Mr. Walling, can you put your appearance on the record for Mr. Eric Rahim Gandy?
Philip X. Walling representing Mr. Gaden. Gaden? That's the one we were looking for an,
Gandy.
Gandy, okay.
Last page.
Philip Walling representing Mr. Gandy. Let me get.
First of all, I would like to say, I'm glad you took advantage of that offer I made to you in paying your reinstatement fees up front. You went, did that, you went, got a valid driver's license. That's the most important thing we're looking for here. You have Officer Bennett that's in the room, and you have Officer Nelson that joined the breakout room. He's here. Let me try to pull him out of that breakout room. But the city attorney is willing to, oh, he just joined in with Goss. The city attorney is willing to offer you the improper plate. That is a misdemeanor. I'll fine you $240. However, I will dismiss that misdemeanor immediately upon payment of the $240. And with the stipulation of probable cause, if you take that agreement today, we'll dismiss the other 3 charges.
Oh, Your Honor, I certainly approve of that.
All right, is that something you'll be willing to take, sir?
I guess.
Go ahead, what's holding you up? What's your reservation?
I feel like somebody used my name on these tickets because I don't never remember getting pulled over in Detroit for a suspended license. Only place I got pulled over was in Ferndale, and I'm not understanding how did I get this case.
Well, we got an identification issue.
Right.
So the officers are sitting right there.
Your Honor, let me have perhaps.
Speak to Mr. Gandy in the breakout room?
Yeah, and if I could if you got a ticket, maybe
I don't have, let's see. Oh, I do have the tickets. I do have the tickets.
I think, Your Honor, it would be prudent to send those to me. I'd like to kind of go over that and talk to Mr. Gandy a moment.
And I definitely like the fact that Mr. Gandy did what he was supposed to do and went out and got a driver's.
I am very impressed with that myself, Your Honor.
Let's see.
And of course, I'm assuming with that in mind, it's the God helps those who bring their paperwork theory.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's got 2 counts of 3 counts of basically no license improper or not on person, and 1 count of insurance misdemeanor, but I'll let you speak to him. Let's sit back and clear some of these up before we add anybody else to the record. Mr. Guzman. Mr. Guzman. I'm gonna put him on. He's a big boy, I'll tell you that.
Who's that? Tony is?
That would be Mrs. Ashley Getz.
Yes.
Mr. Walling might want these tickets out. He indicated that he
I'm Mr. Gandy. Yes, I do, please.
You want the original tickets?
Yes, please.
All right, I'm gonna see if we can get those over to you quickly.
Thank you.
All right.
The Lindsay, Fred Lindsay, he's ready to go, Your Honor. We're just gonna get a.
All right, let's go back on the record. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Fred Anthony Lindsay. I let you speak with your client in a breakout room, Mr. Walling. What does your client want to do?
Your Honor, at this time, my client wishes to continue his constitutional right to a trial. We would like a bench trial via Zoom, Your Honor.
All right, bench trial. Yeah, send over Gandy's tickets to March the 4th, 2022 at 9 a.m.
Me.
All right?
March, repeat it. March 22.
2022. March the 4th, 2022 at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
What? Did you get that? I've got a co-counsel there, Your Honor.
Say who?
I have the co-counsel, Valencia Lindsay.
No, I think you have somebody that helps him with this documentation, maybe. organizer.
Well, Judge, my humor only works if you get it.
I got it.
Not another paper. Another part.
Mr. Lindsay,
Yes, sir.
did you understand what I said?
Yeah, the trial date, March the 22nd, 9 a.m.
No, you didn't understand. I said the trial date, March the 4th,
Oh,
2022 at
Okay.
9 a.m.
Gotcha.
All right, you're free to leave, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right, that's done. Mr. Guzman,
Okay.
you're in the wrong courtroom, sir. Do you need an interpreter?
Hello, speak English.
Okay, get him an interpreter, please.
Yeah, he's still going to the way.
Yeah, he's still going to Wagner. We'll tell him to send the interpreter to Wagner. Mhm. Ashley Nicole Gatson.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Ms. Gatson. This is the city of Detroit versus Ashley Nicole Gatson. Case number SP 1190191 and SP 1190211, counts 1, 2, and can you put your appearance on the record, Counselor?
Bill Walling representing Ms. Gatson, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Gatson, the offer for you, you got 4 tickets that you're basically offering you a 2 for 2. One is a failure to display a valid driver's license. That's going to be a $240 fine. And the other one is a blockading traffic of responsibly that's as charged. That would be $175 fine. And then the other 2 cases would be dismissed.
Okay.
You can take that deal, or I can set you up with a trial date, and we can have you back on March the 4th, 2022. You could do better. You're not going to do any worse. Or I can let you speak with Mr. Walling in the breakout room.
I'll speak with him in the breakout room.
Hey, that's a smart young lady.
Yes, well, that remains to be seen if she believes her lawyer. Yes, she's a very smart young lady.
Nah, she's smart already by taking the opportunity to speak with you and taking at least that time. A whole lot of people are like,
Well, you know, maybe she gets my jokes.
All right. All right.
You need an ink pad too, Judge?
Ink pad, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't even have an ink pad.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get the previous green spot. Hey, Mr. Guzman.
Hello.
You have to stay up, sir.
No comprendo.
All right, you got to get up.
abajo otra vez. Kevin, abre los ojos.
Meet your screen's got pages. Pages.
Necesito trabajar.
What did Candy do?
Candy,
He's still in the room. He's still in the breakout room. I don't know.
is he talking to?
No, we're waiting on him to figure it out. Oh, let me put, let's go back on the record with Eric Raheem Gandy. Officer Bennett, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor, Corporal Daryl Bennett, badge 4320, Detroit Police Department.
What precinct, sir?
6th precinct, Your Honor.
And Officer Nelson, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Officer Brian Nelson, badge 3664, Detroit Police Department,
And, what precinct?
2nd precinct.
Very well.
Hey, be careful, I'm picking it up.
Mr. Gandy,
Yes.
I give you an opportunity to speak with the lawyer in the breakout room. Did you finish your conversation with him?
He not really. He told me he was gonna come back to the conference room, but he never came back.
Okay, go ahead and rejoin that room and I'll send him back in there once he's done with Mrs. Guest.
Okay.
I think it's broke again.
I know.
All right. You know how to rejoin that room, sir?
I see a breakout room. Yeah, I see it. Room 3.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Mr. Wally, what's going on with Mr. Gandy?
Mr. Gandy.
You're on, you need to unmute yourself. Oh, there you go.
Gandy. I have it down here. I have down, it's in improper place. Oh, I wanted to see those tickets, Judge. I haven't done that yet. I was talking to Ms. Gatson, Your Honor. Gatson.
Hold on a second. Go ahead, Ms. Williams-Law.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, that was not myself.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, let's pass Gandy.
Okay.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Getson.
Okay.
And are you done speaking with her?
Yes, sir. I do need to speak to Mr. Goss.
You do need to speak to Mr. Goss?
Yes, sir. There's information that he might be interested in seeing, unless you want to take the bull by the horns, Your Honor. She tells me, and she has in her hand, what she says is a valid operator's license. I think that would have tremendous impact on this offer today.
Who's mine?
Thank you, Judge.
We gotta hurry up and get him out of here.
Yeah, since he's in the wrong place.
Yeah, since he's making all that noise. All right, so
Your Honor, let me ask you this. Well, I don't want to step on Mr. Goss's toes. It's too, he's too useful.
I'm getting him back in here now.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Potts.
Morning, Your Honor. I am zooming in right now because I have a matter set for tomorrow, but my calendar is extremely jammed for tomorrow, so I was trying to clear a couple things up. I was just wondering if I can get it adjourned a couple weeks out.
What's the client's name?
Client's name is Antoine Lapsley, last name Lapsley, first name Antoine Antoine. I have a case number if you need it. It's just a pretrial.
That would be Ramon, Antoine Ramon?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, she's gonna pull the file.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Ms. Gatson would like to email something to the court. Can that be arranged? Or do you want to just wait for Mr. Goss?
No, you can tell her to email it to me. I mean, it's good to have it.
What
am I getting?
A valid driver's license and insurance at the time of the incident? I'd like to think that would sweeten the pot some.
Well, I'll check the driver's license myself with the computer, and then she can send me the insurance paperwork.
All right.
I put my email address on the screen, and she's in there. She was asking for some help. So you might wanna reach out. She can come back in the main room if you want.
Yeah, that's sort of what I did, but okay, let me see if I can find her.
Can you bring it back in? I'll bring it back in if I can.
Okay, yeah, just bring her back in.
Oh, can you go finish talking again? Oh, Gandy, we sent you, here's Mrs. Gaston here.
Can you tell her the email address and I'll go talk to Mr. Gandy?
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
I put my email address in the chat. Council says you want to send me some paperwork.
Okay.
You have that address, ma'am?
Yes.
I didn't. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Go ahead.
You need his email. I have it.
All I really need is the insurance paperwork. We're gonna look up your driver's license here with the Secretary of State.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so how do I take?
Let me see what's on the docket.
Yeah, it is. I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he just needs a new date, maybe that'll give time. Oh.
Okay. Either
Oh,
one.
yeah, don't want to put that on.
Okay, and I send it.
Yeah, I'll just print one up. Is that okay? And then.
Mute yourself, Ms. Gatson, while you're doing that, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, let me just do that.
Gmail.
There's an interpreter.
Oh, great.
Oh, just in my email.
What you gonna do?
You took a picture of it, so you can picture.
Yeah.
Do you gonna?
And that's 331.
You send email here. Put his email. Now put his information. Text.
Okay, and I just put the ROA for this July.
All right, we just need to give him a new date.
Oh.
What date do you want, Mr. Potts?
2 weeks from now is fine, Your Honor.
Is that good?
If that's good for the court.
I have the next pretrial date of March the 4th.
Or
probably want to take care of it sooner than that, right?
Busy, but we just.
yes.
They might not show.
What?
You got 33 trials.
33 trials?
It's probably like one person with like 20 tickets, so.
Oh, okay. All right, the 27th of
I mean,
January.
it's going to be resolved at a pretrial, so even if we could do it sometime next week, that works.
You want to come in January 20th? Next week?
Let me look at my calendar for that day.
You're the busy man. We're going to be here. Okay, Mr. Ruiz, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you for the call.
All right, we have Mr. Guzman who needs an interpreter, and the situation is he's going to go to Judge Wagner's court. We need to give him the Zoom number. You can write this down, please.
If you give me 1 second, sir.
The 20th works, Your Honor. January 20th.
All right, January 20th at 8:30.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, wow.
You got it right there?
Is this it? That's
Yeah,
it?
that's. Yeah.
Your Honor, I'm ready.
It's not the same.
No, okay.
All right. Trace C0, trace uno, 0000.
Let me translate this for you, Your Honor. 360-331-0000.
Did I say the 6 right?
You said it correctly, sir.
Very well. Let Mr. Guzman know that he doesn't seem to be doing too well up there. I need to get him out of here. He needs to unmute himself so you can speak with him, and then let him know that they're waiting on him in Judge Wagner's courtroom. And then you need to follow him. You need to follow him to Judge Wagner's courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Señor Guzman. Señor Guzman. Señor
You gotta
Guzman.
yell at him. Mr. Guzman.
Señor Guzman. Señor Guzman.
Well, what helped was I put him out the room. I'm gonna put him out and come back in if you sit tight. He came back the last time and that worked.
Okay, sir.
Let's see if oh, can we run this Gaston's driver's license, please? Ashley Gas.
Señor Guzman.
He hasn't come back yet, I don't think. He's
Okay, sir. There's a number 313
No, that's not him. He would come in under his name.
Okay, sir.
He's been having trouble all morning.
It's valid.
He's valid. I think we can get that's Mr. Grant on the line, I think. Mr. Grant, is that you? Hit star 6 on the phone. Unmute yourself. He needs to go driving class. Yeah. Where is Goss?
I'm online, Your Honor.
We need you here. We got, this is, Gaten waiting. Mr. Walling wants to speak to you about Mrs. Gaston, and, he's talking to Mr. Gandy in the breakout room. So as long as you're there when, he comes, and, I'll put you in a room with him.
Okay, I will let you know if I leave.
All right, thank you.
All right.
All right. Where's Mr. Grant? Where's Mr. Green? I think he's on the phone. Press star 6. All right, hold on. All right, hold on. Let's get Mr. Walling.
Yes, sir.
All right, now who are we gonna work on first? Who's ready?
Did you get that information from Ms. Gatson?
Ms. Gadsden's driver's license is valid. I have not received her insurance yet.
Well, someone who said that. I tell you.
Okay. Miss,
So
Your Honor.
what does Gandy want to do?
Mr. Gandy wants to have a trial, Your Honor.
All right, so we're gonna wait and put this stuff aside until we get rid of this
Absolutely.
for Mr. Gandy. All right.
Absolutely.
And then
Mr. Gabe, we're looking for that ordinance number.
and Mr. Goss is on the line. Mr. Goss, you want to speak with Mr. Walling about Mrs. Gayton and that ordinance thing he was asking about?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with him. Join that room so you can discuss that, so we can get, she's been up very early in the morning, I think. I don't think Mr. Guzman has woken up out of his stupor.
Am I supposed to be joining the room or not yet?
Who is this? Who just spoke?
Ebony. Gator.
Ebony Gate? No, no, they're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
So you don't have any plans on returning back to Michigan?
No, it's too cold.
I agree with you.
It's under my maiden name though.
Okay, I sent it, Your Honor.
All right, I'll let you know when I receive it. Let you know when I receive it.
Okay.
Did you copy and paste the email address exactly as it appears on the screen there?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in her courtroom, but he came to our courtroom by mistake, so we're trying to.
He keeps falling asleep.
Is one already in there? Right, but the thing is, he couldn't understand us to go to that courtroom, so we need an interpreter. Yeah, right.
And we gotta tell him, so we're waiting on him to come back.
No, you're not true. You just.
Yeah, I did sent it like 3.
Okay. Okay,
Your Honor,
Yes.
Your Honor, if I may, would you like me to disconnect and go to 360331 to make sure that he's there and go from there, sir? And I will come back later on and tell you what happened.
I doubt if he's there. I put him out before and he signed back in. But you can try. I don't, it doesn't matter to me one way or the other.
Okay, let me help if you don't mind, sir. I'll come back in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Okay. Now, well, let's go. Is this for Gaten?
Mr. Gaden, he's still trying to find the ordinance on Gaden because it is under the ordinance of pre-2019. So he's still looking that for us. That's why you don't have it. And we're, I believe, ready on Gatson, Your Honor.
Gatson, I haven't received her insurance paperwork yet.
But I have it. Is that okay? Can I show you? This is not.
Well, the prosecutor, he really is the one that needs to see it because.
Well, I do have an offer that in my clairvoyant self, was able to communicate to Ms. Gatson before I actually went to talk to, and I'm reasonably satisfied. And what the prosecutor tells me, Ms. Gatson, based upon you having insurance and a
All right,
license.
let me stop. Let's go on, back on the record.
Okay.
Mrs. Ashley Nicole Gatson. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Waller.
Ms. Gatson, as we discussed, the offer on the table now, and I'm telling you this, Judge, as an officer of the court, is based upon the information I gave Mr. Goss. He is willing to give you that blockading traffic, the no point non-abstractable ticket, and everything else goes away. Under the circumstances, I think that that's a reasonably good offer. Don't you agree?
Yes.
You may take it from here. Your Honor.
$175, ma'am. You want to take that deal?
Yes.
All right. And we'll just clear this up quickly with Counselor, will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible plea?
Yes, I will, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna find her responsible for blocking traffic. A 0-point offense is non-abstractable. It's a civil infraction akin to I'd say a very expensive parking ticket, ma'am. And then with the stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I'll dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Gatson, when can you pay that?
Tomorrow.
All right, I would encourage you to pay that either in person or at any DIV kiosk in the city of Detroit. I would not encourage you to pay that online because it takes so long for that online payment to register. But since you're paying that tomorrow, I'm gonna put a January 20th date in there. So at the very latest, get that paid by January 19th. But if you pay it tomorrow, January 20th, I'm gonna set for a review date. That's just to make sure that we close this out right. And also, if you haven't gotten that paid by January 20th, I need to see you on that morning of January 20th, okay?
Okay. And where will I be paying this at?
Any DIV kiosk in the city of Detroit or in person, okay?
Okay.
The kiosk goes through immediately as well as in person. Online doesn't register that well, all right?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you for your patience, ma'am. Have a great day.
You too.
Your Honor, can I get Officer Nelson and Bennett in the breakout room?
Yes. Officer Bennett, you can just rejoin that breakout room. And Officer Nelson, I will put you in that breakout room. What are we gonna do with Gate?
Mr. Gaden, we're still waiting on the ordinance.
That's Miss Gate.
Yeah, yes.
I sent it, right?
No, you got everything done. We're waiting on.
How about Mr. Green? What happened with Mr. Green?
I don't know where they're not answering. So I got
Okay.
somebody on the phone. I asked them to press *6 and they didn't respond. Mr. Bennett, you need to join that. Officer Bennett, you need to join that room, rejoin that room.
So you're telling me we just have Gaden and Gandy on deck?
Gaten and Gandy, and then somebody's on the phone. I think that's Green, but he hasn't unmuted himself. I told him to hit *6. Hit *6 to unmute yourself on the phone, please.
That's for some reason I find that a very difficult instruction for people to comprehend.
Yeah, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not.
Well, I'm just, in watching this for 2+ years, it's one of the things one of the glitches I notice in this.
All right, Mr. Ruiz, I don't know what to say about that guy. He's been
Mr.
sleeping.
Guzman?
He's been sleeping all morning. I'm not a doctor, but.
Yeah, he didn't look
was,
good. I agree with you, Your Honor.
He's got some sleep apnea thing going on, or.
He has an attorney too that's in the courtroom waiting on him. So
Well,
he's gonna reach
he
out.
needs to call.
No, they're doing that right now. In 331.
Well, I know Mr. Ruiz wants to get paid for showing up, don't you?
Yes. They're gonna pay him anyway, she said.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I support you, Mr. Ruiz.
Okay, thank you.
Not that I mean anything, but yeah.
Your Honor, I apologize. We were cut off for a minute. I went to the other side. I went to the other courtroom, and they already have a Spanish interpreter, Your Honor, and Mr. Guzman was not there either.
I knew he wasn't. He's still asleep. I hope he's just still asleep. I hope he's still asleep, but not eternally asleep.
Does he have a picture, Judge, or is he,
He's in pretty bad shape.
You know, I probably spending some time with you, and just waiting until he comes back, if you allow me to do so.
You're very much welcome to stay. Officer Bennett, you gotta rejoin that room.
It's not on my screen, Your Honor.
You gotta go down to the bottom corner, it's there. You just don't know how to find it. The bottom corner, I guess it's 4 boxes or something.
press more, M-O-R-E.
Got it.
And thank the technological low moron for teaching you this, Officer Bennett.
This has been a very light docket today, but it's
You know,
turned into
as pleasant as I find dealing with you, Your Honor, it's just often I have to take that deep breath because it tends to be very crowded.
Well, it wasn't crowded today. It
No.
was light today.
Yep.
Now it's taking longer than
Well, you know, these days we're paid by the hour anyway, Judge. There's courts in general never reward the efficient.
Well, I talked to Mr. Faulkner. He says that the break-even point is 10:15.
Yeah, that's about right. 10:30. I'd go 10:30.
Okay. We have now, do we need to drag Mr. Gandy back in here to get this resolved, or do you guys need to talk
Is
one more
Mr.
time?
Goss done? Is Mr. Goss done talking to his witnesses?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
Mr.
am.
Goss is here.
Ah, yes. All America wants to know.
I want Officer, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and dismiss due to Mr. Gandy having his driver's license and the age of the cases.
All right, let me drag him back in here. If I can. If I can, I'm gonna send Mr. Walling in there to get him. All right, now what about Mrs. Gayton? She's been waiting patiently.
Right. I pulled up the statute and
Let me give Mr. Gandy on his way. This is back in the record with Mr. Eric Rahim Gandy. I've given everybody an opportunity to speak. Today is the day I'm set for the trial. Officer Nelson is here, and the officer, at least he was here, the other officer did not appeal. So in order to dismiss the cases based on your compliance of getting a valid driver's license, sir.
Okay.
All right, and the age of the tickets. All right.
All right.
All right, if there's nothing further, the cases are gonna be dismissed. I'm gonna waive the warrant fees. And apparently he's paid the reinstatement fees because he does have a driver's license now. So with that being said, sir, good luck to you. Have a great day.
Okay. Do I get my money back for these warrants?
For the warrants, you're not gonna get the money back for, I waived the warrant fee. I don't, you post a bond?
Yeah, I had posted bond on all 4 of them tickets.
Well, you will get your money back then. Let me see. Yeah, you posted a bond on one. Bond on another, $500 bond.
Yes. I paid all this money just to get all this.
$200 bond. Well, you can buy yourself a nice Christmas gift. You got about $1,000 sitting down here, so I'm gonna give you this telephone number if you write it down.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, what is it?
313 965 5228.
5228.
Why does it still show that he has the reinstatement fees? Did you ever come down to the court and pay those reinstatement fees?
Yes.
I'm guessing, Judge, and just guessing, since you gave him the opportunity to make himself right with the Secretary of State, he would have had to pay the reinstatement fees. That's just a guess.
No, I know that, but I don't know why it's still saying that on here. It should show that, it should only show $50 instead of $100.
Okay, well, I don't have access to that, so I will leave it to you, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna waive reinstatement fee as well. All right, so either, what I would suggest you do, sir, is come down to the court. And, or we can put a request in to refund that bond, and you can call that number 313-965-5228. But you can also just put a request in to put a request in to, we can put that request in, or you can also just come down and take care of it.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I probably can come down there and take care of it.
All right, well, keep in mind, they're not gonna give you back any money today. That money's gonna take about 2 months to get back to you in the mail. So you make sure you make sure you have your driver's license and everything, and your address and stuff is correct, all right?
Okay.
All right, have a great day, sir.
All right, you too. Thank you.
All right, now, let's talk about Ms. Gayton, who's been waiting patiently. Got up very early in the morning. Hasn't sent us any of that warm weather or anything, no.
What did I tell you about my technological skills, Judge? Let me just give it to you over the email. I don't care. Ready?
What's that?
My email address.
Oh, I sent my email address to you. I have it. Boy, what's yours?
Well, you have it. You've been emailing me stuff all morning.
Yeah, Ms. Nash. So what do you mean?
Oh,
what do you mean
Mr. Gus. It's Mr. Gus. Okay. Is he there?
It says Phil wants your email address.
Right. So I have to.
Yes, I was asking for Mr. Walling's email address.
You ready, Dante?
Yes.
Got your pencil? Walling Philip X. 2 L's in Walling, 1 L in Philip @gmail.com.
This for Miss Gayton? Should we just set a trial date for Miss Gayton and have her back on March the 4th?
I'm not really inclined to do that if I can make some headway today.
Okay.
I mean, you know,
Your Honor,
I've got the time, Your Honor, since I block off till 10:30 anyway for the court today.
and Your Honor, I just sent the statute for 2017 to both of your email addresses.
Oh, to mine as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I do have an email.
Okay. All right. So I'll be bringing the file back.
So it was written under disorderly conduct, man.
Right. The actual ticket says disorderly conduct.
Let's see what the ROA says, just for. All right, so that's why I don't like to proceed off of ROA.
I will bring that
says,
up in a minute. I'm about to write it out now and bring it to you. It's going to be FTD.
And I haven't gotten that email yet, so.
I got the email and I can have Ms. Nash.
That'd be great. That'd be great. And let me see, I know.
What's Mr. Warren? Spell your email address
No,
out.
here it is.
Okay, you got
WALING PHILIPX@gmail.com.
Let me know if you got that, sir.
I will. And could you send me also if you have anything greater than the register of action on Ms. Gaden?
Yeah, I had the ticket. Mr. Goss has that in his office. He took that with him, but it stated, I read to you the information
Right.
and it stated.
I just kind of like, it's always nice
Yeah, I
to
got
look at the paper.
I'm on my way back with the file now, Your Honor.
All right, thanks.
Any person, no, this is just the normal disorderly conduct language. Any person who shall make or assist in making any noise, disturbance, or improper diversion, or any rout or riot by which the peace and good order of the neighborhood is disturbed, or any person who shall consume alcoholic beverages on any street or sidewalk, or who shall engage in any indecent or obscene conduct in any public place, or who shall engage in illegal occupation, or who shall loiter in a place of illegal occupation with the intent to engage in such illegal occupation, shall be guilty of a misdemeanor.
Yeah, it's the great catch-all. But
pretty much.
Yes, sir.
All right, last time, 313-918. There's Guzman. There he is.
Right.
Talk to him, Mr. Please.
Señor Guzmán.
Hello.
Buenas, señor Guzmán. Buenos días. Lo estamos esperando.
Buenos días.
Buenos días. Déjeme hablar con el. Déjeme traducir lo que el juez quiere decirle a usted, ¿ok?
Okay.
Your Honor, he's ready for you.
No, you tell him. I told him he's got to go to courtroom 360-331-0000. He's got to go to Zoom into 360-331-0000.
Okay, Your Honor, we're going over there right now. Thank you, Your Honor.
Could we maybe stop at the hospital first?
Señor Guzmán.
Diga.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Buenos días. ¿Usted tiene lápiz y papel?
Por un momento, no, por aquí lo busco ahorita. Caramba, buscame el lápiz y papel.
Actually, he's got his own lawyer, doesn't he, Judge?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'll keep my thoughts to myself.
Ya tengo el lápiz y papel conmigo.
Ok, ¿ya tiene lápiz y papel?
Ya.
Ok, apunte esta dirección en Zoom. 360
360
331
331
00 00.
00.
Ok, déjeme decirle de nuevo. 360
Ajá.
331
Ajá.
0000.
Ajá.
Ok, salga de este Zoom y entre al otro Zoom. Y hay un traductor ahí esperando por usted.
Ok.
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 Cuídese, señor. Buena suerte. Hasta luego.
Muchas gracias.
Ya.
Thank you, Mr. Roy.
Your Honor, number one, he's been sent over to that Zoom area, and there is another translator over there waiting for him. Your Honor, thank you for the calling. Nice to see you again, sir.
All right, very well. Thank you. Have a great day. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you too, sir. Take care.
I didn't wish Miss Gayton a Happy New Year. I wish you a Happy New Year, didn't I, Mr. Wiley?
I believe you did, Your Honor. You right off the bat, you were your usual gracious self.
And Happy New Year to you, Miss Gayton.
New Year to you too.
All right, the gentleman on the phone, last time, 313-918-7282. You have to unmute yourself by pressing *6 on your phone.
Your Honor, could I talk to Ms. Gayden?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. transplant surgeon used an electronic beam to burn his initials into patients. All right.
We are ready on Ms. Gaden, Your Honor. Would the court be inclined to take a no contest plea?
I don't understand why she doesn't set a trial date myself, but yeah, I'll take a no contest plea. I mean, this is the 2017 ticket.
I know.
Does she want to come back and see if the officer shows up or what? Or do you want to just go get
She
it?
has told me she would like to dispose of this today, Your Honor. This is jamming her up.
Oh. Okay, well, all right. If you want to do that, I can get you a court date in 3 weeks, or I can let you plead no contest to this, ma'am. I guess you wouldn't have so much recollection. Well, yeah, but I can allow you to plead no contest. It's going to be dismissed upon payment of the $240 fine anyway.
She has posted a $200 bond on this, Your Honor.
I see that.
So you said so she owes an additional $40?
Well, she owes the $240. They'll apply the bond, and then she will owe additional $40 if I'll waive the warrant costs as well.
So did you get that, Ms. Gaden?
Yes, so you said exactly how much?
So the fine is going to be $240. I'm going to dismiss the ticket immediately upon payment of the $240. You have a $200 bond. We can put in a request to apply that bond, and you take that same telephone number down and call. And then you can also pay the remaining balance. I'll waive the warrant fee, so it'll be another $40 due and owing before the ticket is dismissed. I would suggest if you have somebody that lives here, I would suggest you have them come down and pay it. Otherwise, it seems like you're gonna have to pay it online, and it's gonna take some time for that payment to go through. And it might take the 3 weeks that it would be to wait for a trial date.
Okay.
I don't know, it's been very slow on that online payment. The DivDav kiosk, which wouldn't be available to you from where you're at now, or the in-person payment would be the best options to get that immediately cleared up.
Yeah, so I'll try to see if I can get someone to come and pay it for me so I can get this dismissed as soon as possible.
Okay, very well. All right. We called the case, I believe this is the city of Detroit versus Ebony Chanel Gaden, case number U39105317. Ms. Gaden, off the record, you indicated to the court that you are giving you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Walling in a breakout room extensively, and he's gone back and forth and done his due diligence for you. He has secured basically a no contest plea in this matter for you. And I told you I would fine you $240, and I would dismiss the case immediately upon payment. I also told you I'd give you a trial date in 3 weeks. You elected to take the plea and to resolve this matter today. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, can you raise your right hand, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down, ma'am. Ma'am, you understand the maximum possible penalty for this misdemeanor offense is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Oh, you said I have to stand?
I said, no, I said, do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Oh, yeah.
You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
I didn't hear you.
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, ma'am. Counselor,
I have no objection to the court using the ticket to establish the factual basis for the charge of disorderly conduct.
Okay, with that, I'm going to use the ticket as an accurate factual basis for what transpired on that day because you're taking a no contest plea. And can you please put on the record the reason for that no contest plea? Counselor?
Possible civil litigation, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. So I'm going to accept that reasoning, and I'm going to enter a no contest plea for you, ma'am. I'm going to fine you $240 because that no contest plea is going to be entered into the court as no contest, but it's going to be taken as a guilty plea as far as sentence is concerned. Fine you $240. I said I would dismiss immediately upon payment of $240. You do have a bond sitting here. We will put in the request to apply bond. You'll take this number down, ma'am. You have an ink pen?
Yes, what's the number?
313-965-5228. You need to follow up with that request. I'm going to set this for a review, and I would suggest you come back next week, 2022, and maybe you can come back a little later because you're let's have her back at what, 10:30, Ms. Nash?
Yes, sir.
That way you don't have to get up so early. And the reason why I'm making sure that you come back is I want you to make sure that this thing is paid off and closed out properly, because you indicated to the court that you have some jobs that you're trying to seek, and it's interfering with that, all right?
Yes, I got a quick question. What's the number that you gave me?
That's the bond number. So
Okay.
we're gonna put the request in here to apply that $200 bond. You, and let's waive the warrant fee too. Let me put that down there too. I did not.
You did put it on the record, Judge.
Yeah, I waived the warrant fee, but I want to write it on the ticket so that we
Absolutely
have our notes together.
The court speaks by its written orders.
Yeah, so we will waive the warrant fee. So you call that bond place. Ms. Nash is putting this into the system now. You give them a call in about 20 minutes or so, and that way they can apply that bond. I don't know how that works out per se too much, but I hope their address is right in the system here too.
Yeah. Or hopefully the Arizona address?
Yes.
They sent me, yeah, okay.
They sent you that, so you got the documentation. So if there's nothing further, ma'am, come back on the 20th at 10:30. That would be probably 7:30 your time. And 8:30, you're only 2 hours behind?
For right now, yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. All right, 8:30. That way we can make sure this gets closed out properly.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right. That's waiving the warrant, the amount due $240, and then put the request in, apply the bond, and then you follow up with that phone call in about 20 minutes. All right, very well, man. Have a great day. I'll see you back next week.
You too, thank you.
Did Mr. Green get it together, Your Honor?
No, it doesn't appear that he did.
Does that mean we have no other people here to deal with?
I'm gonna remove him from the room. Maybe he calls back. We'll give him a few minutes to call back.
Okay. Would you give me a private moment, Your Honor?